Hey guys, so we're going to be taking a look at an EDH deck today. This is actually probably the first deck that I've built that's been a combo that's been 100% my own creation. I mean, obviously, the combos that exist in this deck existed before, but my choice of commander and card selection were entirely my own for commander. It's the first time I've probably done that in commander. Um, So what we're looking at is several ways of getting the Splinter Twin Kiki Jiki combo, as well as some of the Deadeye Navigator combos that infinitely produce mana. So we won't go over the mana base too much. It's pretty straightforward. Um, Jori N is our commander. I liked this card since it's come out. Um, and I think that it provides you a lot of card advantage that can help you combo quickly in just blue-red. So with Jori N, I think that you run a lot of low mana cantrips. So Anticipate, which usually probably isn't that great in Commander, turns out to be pretty good here because you can run Anticipate and like Preordain out on the same turn, um, drawing 3 cards. On like turn 4 or something like that. Um, so that's kind of the general gist of the early game, is that you're using cantrips, trying to get ahead on cards. Um, and then for the later game, like Blue Sun Zenith comes in, capsize combos with Deadeye, we'll get to that in a minute. Commune with Lava can often produce a lot of card advantage. Mystic Confluence can be a good one. Basically, you have some late game and early game card draw. Stroke of Genius being another one. Um, as far as our sorceries go, you have, again, some of the same things. You can also Storm Out in this deck, and I'll show how to do that in a minute. But a lot of the same things with Ponder, Preordain, Sleight of Hand, those kind of cards. Um, Treasure Cruise, and we have Dig Through Time as well, because you are going to be putting a lot of things in the graveyard, and generally speaking, we don't need to utilize it too much except for our Past in Flames and Mystic's Mastery cards that are going to interact with our 2 Storm cards, which are Empty the Warrens and Ignite Memories. Ignite Memories turns out to be really good in EDH if you can, like if you produce infinite mana and cast Capsize, 50 times or something like that, returning everyone's permanents to their hands. That can be pretty good. And Empty the Warrens fits our kind of token tempo-y theme that we have going as well whenever we get to the creatures. It provides just, another redundancy that can be a win condition. So, and Vandal Blast I think is important in EDH, just so you can interact with some of the obnoxious artifacts that exist in the format. Artifacts, we have a lot of ramp here. Thought Vessel, allowing us to have no maximum hand size and adding 1 to our mana pool. Soul Ring, Mind Stone, Is It Signet, all these are pretty straightforward, excepting Hammer of Perforos. That happens to work really well with the Twin combo. If I play a Pestermite and I want to Splinter Twin that turn instead of doing it later, I can do that, which is quite beneficial. We have 2 Planeswalkers, Chandra and Jace the Living Guild Pact. Obviously, the Living Guild Pact isn't the best Jace, but what I like about it is that it feeds our 2 Delve cards, which are Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time. And you get to kind of scry too, which is important in this kind of a deck. Like I said, not the best Jace, but I kind of liked having 2 M15s. It was kind of more of a stylistic choice rather than this is the best Jace that I want to put in this deck. So that being said, that's why that slot's there. You can run Jace the Mind Sculptor and, have a great day. Another part of that is that Jace the Mind Sculptor is only 40 times the amount of Jace the Living Guild Pact, so cost-wise. So, there's that whole thing. But anyway, this slot is, these 2 slots are actually pretty flex spots. I just wanted to run a couple walkers that can give me pretty good card advantage, and give me a little bit ahead. I also like Jace the Living Guildpex -8. If you can -8 him in EDH, you pretty much just win. Moving on to creatures, Cloud of Fairies is the first creature that shows up alphabetically. Reason I'm running Cloud of Fairies is because it interacts with Deadeye Navigator, who happens to be the next card, in a way that I can combo kill with Impact Tremors or Perforos, who's also in this deck. So that's a significant win condition there. Deadeye Navigator can do that with Great Whale and Peregrine Drake as well. The Peregrine Drake and Great Whale is more useful for producing large amounts of mana, whereas Cloud of Fairies is mainly for the Impact Tremors combo, and works quite well in that regard. Other cards, Dualcaster Mage is just pretty decent tempo. Again, that's kind of a flex spot. You can toy around with that one. Goblin Electromancer helps us cast our instants and sorceries for a cheaper amount, so Banefire becomes one less. All of our X spells, which we're not really running that many of, but it is helpful too with Capsize. You can bounce things for 5 instead of 6 and get the buyback, which is pretty nice. Other creatures, leave me alone, updates. Other creatures that aren't combo creatures, Mizzix allows us to cast everything cheaper as well. Talrand is very good as far as like applying some early pressure, as is Young Pyromancer. Aside from those, Vendilion Click is kind of it's a Thoughtseize for blue. It provides us with a little bit of tempo. If we resolve that on like turn 3 or something like that, then it can chip away a little bit, get some damage in, but mostly it's going to clear the path for your combo. So you take a counter spell out of someone's hand and then try to combo out. Aside from that, so Wing Splicer can be okay on its own as a 4-drop that gives you 4 power, but its main use is for an infinite combo, and so we'll start with Kiki-Jiki. Kiki-Jiki puts a token that's a copy of target non-legendary creature you control on the battlefield. That token has haste. So those not familiar with the twin Kiki-Jiki combos, what that does is it's going to combo with Deceiver Exarch, which is probably one of our main targets. When he enters the battlefield, choose one untapped target permanent you control or tap target permanent an opponent controls. So you make infinite tokens because you just continually untap the Kiki-Jiki or Splinter Twin creature. So this allows you to tap the creature, and then you untap the original creature and produce more tokens. So you have those two ways. You also have other targets for Twin are, I guess this one, Zealous Conscripts can't be a Twin target, but it can be a Kiki-Jiki target. Venser can be an interesting target, although I don't think that it quite works unless you have Intruder Alarm out. No, it doesn't work. Forgive me for that. That does not work. However, Pestermite is another card that can combo with it. And Wing Splicer can combo with Kiki-Jiki if you have Intruder Alarm out. So every time a creature enters the battlefield, it untaps itself. Oh wait, that's right. Venser Shaper Saving. So what happens is you make a token of him. Original Venser dies. This only works with Kiki-Jiki. Original Venser dies. You bounce someone's permanent as the new one enters. So this will infinitely bounce everyone's permanents. And then you can kind of attack from there. So you can infinitely combo with Venser. Same with, I guess, can you combo with Vendilion Click? I guess with Intruder Alarm, anything works with Kiki-Jiki. So Intruder Alarm plus Kiki-Jiki pretty much makes any of our legendary creatures bounceable, but you don't really win unless you have Impact Tremors or Perforos out. And Elemental Mastery is another one that combos with the Intruder Alarm, so you make infinite tokens, 1/1 red elemental tokens with that. So, the last card that is of importance to mention is Leyline of Anticipation. This card allows us to cast all of our spells at instant speed, which is really useful when you're trying to combo out and not get things countered to do things on people's end steps. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck, and we'll move into a game.